So let's start chapter number 3, multiplications. Multiplication is a process of repeated addition of a number to itself. Suppose we are asked to add the number 15 6 times. We can either add it by writing the number 6 times and then adding each repeated number one by one. Or we can multiply the number by 6. Both ways we will get the same result. 15 plus 15 plus 15 plus 15 plus 15 plus 15 is equal to 90, or 6 into 15 equals to 90. Same result. Terms related to multiplication. In multiplication, the number to be multiplied is called multiplicand. The number by which we multiply is called the multiplier. The result of multiplication is called the product. For example, 15 multiplied by 6 is equal to 90. So here 15 is multiplicand, whereas 6 is multiplier and 90 is the product. Here 6 and 15 are called the factors of 90. Multiplication of a number by a one-digit number. Without regrouping, let us multiply 2132 by 3. Step 1. Here, as you can see, 2 ones is multiplied by 3. 2 ones into 3 is equal to 6 ones. 6 is written in the ones column. Step 2. 3 tens is multiplied by 3. 3 tens into 3 is equal to 9 tens. So 9 is written in the tens column. Step 3. 100 is multiplied by 3. 100 into 3 is equal to 300s. 3 is written in the hundreds column. Step 4. 2000 is multiplied by 3. 2000 into 3 is equal to 6000. 6 is written in the thousands column. Thus, 2132 multiplied by 3 is equal to 6396. With regrouping, let us multiply 2442 by 3. Step 1. As you can see, 2 ones is multiplied by 3. 2 ones into 3 is equal to 6 ones. 6 is written in the ones column. Step 2. 4 tens is multiplied by 3. 4 tens into 3 is equal to 12 tens. 12 tens is equal to 10 tens plus 2 tens, equal to 100 plus 2 tens. 2 is written in the tens place and carry over 100 to the hundreds column. 4 hundreds is multiplied by 3. 4 hundreds into 3 is equal to 12 hundreds. Add carried over 100 to the product. 100 carried over plus 12 hundreds is equal to 13 hundreds. 13 hundreds is equal to 10 hundreds plus 3 hundreds is equal to 10 hundreds changes to 1000 plus 3 hundreds. 3 is written in hundreds place and carry over 1000 to the thousands column. Step 4. 2000s is multiplied by 3. 2000s into 3 is equal to 6000. 6000s plus 1000 carried over is equal to 7000. Write 7 in the thousands place. Thus, 2442 multiplied by 3 gives 7326 as product. So let's take a look at example number 1. Find the product of 962 and 5. So here our multiplicand is 962 and our multiplier is 5. So let's start placing both the numbers according to the place values. First we place our multiplicand, then multiplier, and the operation we need to perform is multiplication. So multiplying 5 with 2, we get 5 into 2, 10. So we place 0 at ones place and 1 carryovers to the tens place. Now 5 into 6, 30 plus 1 carryover. So again, now we have 31 tens. So now we have 31 tens. So we can write 30 tens plus 1 tens. So now 30 ten is equal to 300s plus 110. So now we have 300s plus 110. So 3 goes carry over to the hundreds place and place 1
in tens column as we have 110. So now multiplying 5 into 9 equals to 45 plus 1 carryover plus 3 carryover equals to 4800. So now we write 48. So our product is 4810. So students, the product of 962 and 5 is 4810. So I hope students it is clear how we can multiply or find the product of two numbers. So first of all we need to place according to the place value, and that is multiplicand and the multiplier, and then we multiply according to the multiplier with the multiplicand's each value of the given column. 5 into 2, then 5 into 6 plus 1, then 5 into 9 plus 3 carried over. So our answer is 4810. So students, first of all we need to multiply 5 with 2, we get 10, that is 0 ones and 1 tens, so 1 carry over to the tens column. Then again 5 multiplied by 6 equals to 30 plus 1 carry over, that is 31 tens. So we place 1 and 3 carried over to a hundreds column. So now we have 5 into 9, 45 plus 3 carry over equals to 48 hundreds. So our answer is 4810, and the product of 962 and 5 is 4810.
Multiplication of a number by a two-digit number. Let us multiply 2124 by 46. Step 1. As you can see here, find the product of 2124 and 6. Step 2. Find the product of 2124 and 40. Step 3. Add both the products to get the required product. Thus, 2124 multiplied by 46 is equal to 97,704 as the product.
So students, let's look at example number 1. Multiply 797 by 56. So now we have our multiplier of two digit. Up to now we have learned how to multiply a multiplicand with single digit multiplier, whereas now we will learn how to multiply using a double digit or two digit multiplier. So let's start first writing our multiplicand, then our multiplier, and now we have to do multiplication. So 6, first we start. So first of all I will tell you 56 can be written as 50 plus 6. So first of all we will do multiplication of our multiplicand with our 6, and then multiplication of multiplicand with 50. So let's start now. So students, first we need to multiply our multiplicand with 6. So starting 6 into 7 we get 42. So 2 and 4 carried over to 9, that is in tens column, 4 carried over to tens column. So 9 into 6 we get 54, and 4 carried over, 54 plus 4 58, so 8 in tens column, and again 5 carried over to hundreds column, so 7 into 6 42 plus 5 47. Now similarly multiplying our multiplicand with 50. So since we are multiplying with a multiple of 10, so we place a 0 and rest multiplying with 5. 5 into 7, 35. 3 carried over to tens place, 5 into 9, 45 plus 3, 48. 4 carried over to hundreds column, so 4 carried over to hundreds column, so 5 into 7, 35 plus 4, 39. So now we need to add up the two numbers to get our resultant product. So 2 plus 0, 2, 8 plus 5, that is 13, so 3 and 1 carried over to the hundreds place, so 8 plus 7 plus 1 is 16, then again 1 carried over to the thousands place, so 9 plus 4 plus 1 we get 14, then again 1 carried over to the 10,000s place, so 3 plus 1 equals to 4. So the product of 797, that is our multiplicand, with multiplier 56, which is 2 digit. First of all, what we need to do is we need to divide our multiplier into 50 plus 6. So first of all, we need to multiply our multiplicand with 6, then our multiplicand with 50. So as we have done, we have first multiplied with 6 our multiplicand, then with 50, and our resultant, we have added up both the resultants and we get our answer, that is the product of the two, 797 and 56. Or we can say, when we multiply 797 by 56, our answer is 44,632.
Multiplication of a number by a 3-digit number. Multiplication of a number by a 3-digit number can be carried out exactly in the same way as by a 2-digit number.
So students, let's take a look at example number 1. In this example, we'll learn multiplication of a number by 3-digit number. So let's read our example. Multiply 612 by 165. You can see our multiplier is a 3-digit number. So let's start writing our multiplicand first, then our multiplier. So we can also write our multiplier as 100 plus 60 plus 5. So in our initial stage, first we have to multiply 5. First we have to find the product of multiplicand and our multiplier should be 5. Let's start. That is 612 our multiplicand into 5. So 5 multiplied by 2 we get 10, so 0 and 1 carried over to tens place, 5 into 1, 10, that is 5 into 1, 5 plus 1 carried over is 6. Now 5 multiplied by 6 is 30. So we write, when we multiply 612 into 5, we get 3060. Now we have to multiply our multiplicand with 60, that is 612 into 60. So let's start. So as it is a multiple of 10, so we will place a 0 and then multiply 612 into 6, that is 6 into 2 is 12, 2, 1 carried over to tens place, 6 into 1, 1, plus 1, 6 into 1 is 6, plus 1 carried over, it becomes 7. Now 6 into 6 is 36. So now similarly, at last we need to multiplicand with 100. So when we multiply with 100, we have to place 2 zeros and multiply 612 with 1. That is 1 into 2, 2, 1 into 1, 1, and 1 into 6, we get 6. Now we'll add up all the three answers we have got, our multiplicand with 5, then with 60 and then with 100. Now we add up all the three, we get 0, 8, 9, here it becomes 10, so 0 and 1 carry over, that is 10. So this is our answer. So we can say the product of 612 and 165 is 1,980,000. So when we multiply 612 with 165, our answer is 1,980,000. So I hope students you have understood how to multiply a number with a 3-digit multiplier.
Properties of multiplication. Order property. We can multiply the given numbers in any order. For example, 37 multiplied by 29 is equal to 1073 as product, and 29 multiplied by 37 is equal to 1073 as our product. Thus, 37 multiplied by 29 is equal to 29 multiplied by 37, that is equal to 1073. Order property is also known as commutative property. Grouping property. The product of three numbers does not change when we group them differently. For example, 6 multiplied by 13 multiplied by 4 is equal to 78 multiplied by 4 equals to 312. 6 multiplied by 13 multiplied by 4 is equal to 6 multiplied by 52 is equal to 312. So 6 multiplied by 13 into 4 is equal to 6 multiplied by 13 into 4. Property of 1. The product of a number and 1 is the number itself. For example, 63 multiplied by 1 is equal to 63. 981 multiplied by 1 is equal to 981. 2434 multiplied by 1 is equal to 2434. Property of 0. The product of a number and 0 is always 0. For example, 6 multiplied by 0 is 0. 93 multiplied by 0 is equal to 0. 173 multiplied by 0 is equal to 0. 6248 multiplied by 0 is equal to 0. Multiplication of a number by 10, 20, 30 and multiples of 10 up to 90. To multiply a number by 10, 20, 30 up to 90, we multiply the number by 1, 2, 3 up to 9 respectively and then place a 0 to the right of the product.
So students, now let's look at our example. Multiply 2102 by 10. So in this case, we will learn how to multiply a number with 10 or multiple of 10. So what we need to do, so in this case, we need to multiply our multiplicand with the number that is before a 0, that is 2102 into 1 is equal to 2102. Then we will place a 0. Now since 2102 into 1 is equal to 2102 and 0 we have to place at the last of our product of the two. That is, when we multiply these two numbers, at last we have also to place the 0, that is the 0 that is after 1 has to be placed in our answer or the product. So our answer is 21,020. So when we multiply 2102 by 10, we get 21,020. So what we have done, we have only placed a 0 and this is the multiplication of our multiplicand with the number that is before the 0.
Multiplication of a number by 100, 200, 300 to 900. To multiply a number by 100, 200, 300 up to 900, we multiply the given numbers first by 1, 2, 3 up to 9 respectively as the case may be, and then place 2 zeros to the right of the product.
So students, let's look at example number 1. Multiply 1261 by 100. So here we have our multiplicand as 1261 and multiplier as 100. So in this case we write we need to multiply, as we have done in the previous examples, multiplying our multiplicand with our digit before the 2 zeros is 1. So multiplying 1261 into 1, we get 1261, and after that we need to place the 2 zeros that comes in our multiplier, that is 100. So when we multiply 1261 with 100, our answer is 1,26,100. So students, I hope you have understood how to multiply a number by 100.
Multiplication of a number by 1000, 2000, 3000 up to 9000. To multiply a number by 1000, 2000, 3000, similarly up to 9000, we multiply the number first by 1, 2, 3 up to 9, and then place 3 zeros to the right of the product.
So students, now look at this example. Here, multiply 332 by 1000. Up to now, we have learned multiplying with 10, multiples of 10, 100, multiples of 100. Now it is multiplying by 1000. So let's start. So first we need to multiply our multiplicand with 1. We get 332, and at the last, number of zeros 1, 2, 3. Place the 3 zeros as it is. So this is the answer when we multiply 332 with 1000. So I hope students you have understood how to multiply a number with 1000.
Multiplication by lattice method. The lattice method is an alternate to long multiplication of numbers. In this approach, a lattice is first constructed sized to fit the numbers being multiplied. Let us find the product of 32 and 45 by lattice method. Step 1. To multiply a 2-digit number by a 2-digit number, a square grid of 2 into 2 is drawn, and alongside numbers are written as shown. As you can see, step 2. Draw diagonals in each square and multiply the 2 digits at the top of the column with the digits to the left of the row. Here, 3 multiplied by 4 is equal to 12. 1 is written on the top and 2 is written below the diagonal of first square. Similarly, 2 multiplied by 4 equals to 8, so 0 is written in the second square above and 8 is written below the diagonal. Since 3 multiplied by 5 is equal to 15, so write 1 above and 5 below the diagonal of third square. Again, 2 multiplied by 5 is equal to 10, so 1 is written above and 0 is written below the diagonal of fourth square. Step 3. Add the digits along the diagonals. Step 4. Underline the one place digit and start writing from the right. Carry over the tens place digit to the next and add. Write all the underlined digits from the right to the left as 1440. Thus, 32 multiplied by 45 is equal to 1440. The product of 32 and 45 is 1440. Estimation of products. To find out the estimation of products of two or more numbers, we round off the given numbers and then calculate the product. Let us learn through example.
So students, let's look at our example number 1. Estimate the product of 23 and 65 to the nearest 10. So in this, first we need to calculate the round off numbers of the given to the nearest 10. So the given numbers are to be rounded off to the nearest 10. So let's start. So first of all, we need to round off 23 and 65 to the nearest 10. So rounding off, so when we round off 23 to the nearest 10, as the number at one's place is less than 5, so it becomes 20. Similarly, rounding off 65, 70, as the number at one's place is 5, so
The number at tens place increases by 1, so it becomes 70. So now we have to estimate the product of the two. So estimated product to the nearest 10 is equal to rounding of number 20 into 70. So the product of 20 and 70 is 1400, which is our estimated product of the given numbers. So students, I hope you have understood how to find the estimated product of the two numbers. Word problems. Let us solve word problems based on multiplication with the help of some examples. Example 1. The cost of one ticket for a second-class rail journey from Delhi to Kanpur is Rs 375. Find the cost of 13 such tickets. So here we are given the price of one ticket and we have to find the price of 13 tickets. So let's start. The cost of one ticket is equal to rupee 375. Now the cost of 13 tickets will be equal to rupee 375 multiplied by 13, which is equal to, now we have to multiply 375 by 13. So let's do our calculation here. 375, and we have to do multiplication. First we have to multiply the complete term by 3 and then the complete term by 10, as 13 can be written as 10 plus 3. So let's do 3 multiplied by 5 is 15, 1 carry over. Now 3 multiplied by 7 is 21 plus 1 22, 2 again carry over. 3 multiplied by 3 is 9, 9 plus 2 is 11. Now we have to multiply it by 10. So for 10, placing a 0 and then multiplying 1 by 5, 1, 1 by 7, 7, 1 by 3. Now adding both of them, get 5, 7, 8, 4. So the cost of 13 tickets is rupee 4,875. So this is our answer.